Welcome back to another edition of Holding Court with Coach Jeff Nelson. I'm JD Healy, and I get the distinction of being out here with you again. And
Absolutely.
I came in today and I said, I'm always welcoming you back. The beginning of the season here has been kind of rough. You've been traveling a bunch.
We have. We've had a couple good, healthy trips, and we're gone again this week out to California. But then the rest of the season, we're home more than we're away, so that's a good thing.
You and Gail covered the MCM Elegante pretty well, but you come out of the MCM 5-4 and get ready to head out to play in the SMU Invite. First up in the SMU Invite was 7-4 College of Charleston.
Yeah, and that was a match we felt that was really important, playing in the morning. We don't usually play in the morning, and we felt like it was really important too because College of Charleston makes the NCAA tournament most years. They win their conference and get in through their conference, and we knew that would be a good win for us just in terms of getting a win over a team that could potentially be in the tournament at the end of the year. And they were a very good team. They really were, and we won in 4, but they got us going and they made us battle, and they bring a lot of things at you. It was similar to playing Boise State, where they run a lot of different things and come at you with a lot of different things, and I felt like we handled it pretty well.
Next up was Houston Baptist. You guys take a little bit of a breather after the morning game, get a bite to eat,
That's
rest
about
a little
it.
bit, and come back in because it wasn't an evening.
We didn't even leave the gym. We had Jason's delivered, and we let the kids go around the building. The Moody Coliseum where we played is a beautiful building, and the kids kind of found places to take a nap, and we just hung out because we only had a couple hours between matches.
That winds up being a 3-game sweep. So maybe what we do is we sleep deprive them a little bit and into some of the next games. No, I'm kidding. 25-19, 19, and 9.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to end up a 3-game sweep by
It
25-9.
really was, and we played a different lineup, one that we hadn't played before. Cassie and Devin started on the left side. We sat Julia. Like I said, we're trying to get her legs fresh, get her healthier. They both did a good job, and
17
the team,
kills between the two of them.
Yeah, and the team stepped up and did a good job with passing the ball without Julie in there. We were very consistent. We were ahead the whole time, and again, Hannah's leadership really came through in a match where you've got a different lineup out there for the first time.
You finish up 7-4 after that match is over, and then you head into the last match, which was Saturday against SMU. SMU comes in at 8-1 on their season. Nice start for them into the season, so you already know that you're heading into somebody who's got a head of steam.
Yeah, actually, they had won the 2 days before, so they were actually 10-1 going into the match, and a really good team. We were definitely more physical. We won the net battle. We out-hit them, we out-blocked them. But they stay around, they don't make mistakes, and we weren't able to close out. In game 2 we had a 22-18 or 23-18 lead, and they came back and got us, and we went down 2-0, and it should have been 1-1 at halftime. We led the whole game, we'd really played well. So we went in and quite honestly, the coaches had to ruffle some feathers because we just feel like our team has been a little bit immature, not stepping up when they need to get things done. We know we have a great team. We were playing a great team. SMU's getting votes in the poll, and they already have wins over Oklahoma and Arkansas. And so we came back out and we led all of game 3-1 and led all of game 4-1, and then we led all of game 5 and let it get away again. And that was the disappointing part about the match. The exciting part is we played really good volleyball. We fought our way back. The team really transitioned between games 2 and 3 and were much tougher in the second half of the match. They really battled, and it just came down to a couple unfortunate things, and we made a couple hitting errors late, a couple bad decisions in terms of where we were hitting the ball. But other than that, it was a great match. And if you were a fan at the match, 4 2-point games is pretty darn exciting. And it was a great match to watch. We just felt like we should have won because 2 of the games that got away from us particularly Game 5. I mean, it was a point here, a point there, the whole game, but we were ahead and stayed ahead and had swings to get it done. And
Of the three teams over the weekend, and they were all solid teams, SMU was the toughest competition that you ran into, and they were all tough games. And then we look at that senior leadership, and Chantel Riddle comes out with her best game of the entire match. 27 kills, had 13 digs, her fourth straight double-double of the season, her third of the weekend.
yeah, her numbers in that match, and as you're in the match, it was so consistent all the way through that you looked up at the scoreboard and all of a sudden it says she has 27 digs, and
Right.
you're like, whoa, because she was so steady all the way through. It wasn't like one game was awesome and the next game wasn't. I mean, it was all the way through, and it was everything. I mean, blocking balls and everything. And as I said, her numbers are huge. I mean, those are huge numbers, and it's a pretty special night when you get that. 27 kills may have been her best offensive night. If not, it's darn close. But she had her best digs night, and she had one of her best offensive nights, and and she blocked 1.6 per game for the tournament, which, like I said, those are numbers a middle has, not an outside hitter.
Yes.
And so, there's not a lot more you can say.
Hannah Johnson was also named to the all-tournament team. She recorded 116 assists in 3 matches, averaged 9.67%, 10 kills and 38 digs. I love her kills, by the way. She earns that credibility for really setting so well that when she decides that she's going to dump it onto the other team, they're just not expecting it.
Yeah, no, she does, and she's really improved that part of her game this year. And the other thing is our right side defense. Her and Chantel both are picking up a ton of balls. They're second and third, I think, in the team in digs per game behind our libero, and that's really good. I think our right side is just really solid right now.
Sky Gillette comes in and gets her first double-double of the season, 11 kills and 10 blocks.
Yeah, well, first of all, 10 blocks is a huge number. 11 kills, but she hit well, she hit timely, worked really hard through the match, and just really did a good job. As I said a few moments ago, she's really starting to play like the athlete she is.
So you come out of the weekend 7-5 on the season. You get ready to go into this weekend. Again, you're going away. You're going out of town, heading back to the West Coast. San Jose State Thursday at 7 o'clock. The Spartans have an overall record of 3-10, but we shouldn't let that confuse issues. They're going to be a solid team. Tiana Roy is their big hitter. What do you see?
I see that's a match where we need to get in there. We need to play steady volleyball, do what we do. I feel like we can completely dominate the net against them. If we take care of the ball in the backcourt, we'll be pretty solid. They're transitioning, and I think they're playing better than they were a few weeks ago. It's their first year with a new head coach, and she's very good. And so, I think they're going to get better with each week, but I do feel like it's a match where we can go on the road, get a good start, if we play steady and work hard.
Do you stay in San Jose on Thursday night and travel on Friday?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Friday you're on your way over to Nevada, and you will play the Wolfpack. They're another team that's 3-7 overall, but they played some pretty tough teams to get that schedule. Much like the Lobos have done, you take on some pretty big bites in the beginning of the season to get yourself ready for conference play. Some of their big players, Tessa Liea, Sam Willoughby, Madison Foley, and Madison Morrell, all pretty big hitters.
Yeah, they're a team that's, I think, really improved this year, more than people gave them credit for at the start of the year, and I think Ruth's done a great job of stepping up with them. Tessa Lee is a big-time player. She's a really great athlete, puts up big numbers. Since her freshman year, has been at the top of the conference in hitting. She's someone we'll definitely have to keep an eye on, and it's a hard place to play. It's a dark gym. It's a small gym. They can get loud crowds, and so it's a match that's going to test us right away. But overall, we feel good about our chances this weekend. We feel like it's a good way to start on the road with conference and get our feet wet. And the big issue is consistency and working hard for us this weekend.
Hopefully, you guys will come back with a couple of wins, and then we get to welcome you back here. October 2nd and 4th is your homestand. Coming back, and it seems like it's been forever since we've been in the gym with you.
Yeah, that it goes that way early on, but I think that homestand is going to be exciting. Utah State's really good, and Boise State's coming in, and they've done better than expected already, and I think it's going to be a real exciting weekend. The one thing fans need to know is to watch the game times, because they're altered a little bit because of other things happening on campus. I think the Utah State game is at 6:30, and I think on Saturday the Boise State game is at noon maybe. So just a little bit earlier, just to accompany getting our fans in and stuff like that.
Want you to come out, make sure that you're here, support the Lobos over the weekend. Not sure are these games going to be streamed live, Coach?
All the games are, yeah.
Okay, so you can keep track and go to golobos.com and look for the link on there. That's going to do it for us here on another edition of Holding Court with Coach Jeff Nelson. Until next time.